Hello guys, a eminent morning to everyone and I welcome you all in our platform. Let's move to the topic with a beautiful quotation that is, if we put our potential towards the goal then it leads to the success. Okay guys, is it my voice is clear? Yeah, let's move the first article of the Hindu of 30/05/2022. The first article of the Hindu is the center retracts the caution of Aadhaar photocopies. It is in the front page. Just wait guys. Okay guys, it is in the front page, which deals with the JS paper 2, which is government policy and interventions also. Explanation of this article is, 2 days after receiving an advisory cautioning the people against sharing a photocopy of their Aadhaar card, the Union government on Sunday withdrew the notification, claiming it could be misinterpreted. And the next article of the Hindu is LG6 action plan on a razing garbage mounds. It is in the page number 2, which deals with the GS paper 3 environment conservation. Explanation of this article is, to address the issue of huge amounts of inert waste, Delhi's LG directed officials to explore the possibility of its being used by other states as is being done by NHAI. NHAI stands for National Highway Authority of India. National Highway Authority of India. On being told that the offtake of recycled C&D waste was an issue of concern, the LG suggested that it made available to builders and construction firms across city, which would help in revenue generation. And the third article of let's move to the third article of the Hindu is the return of the garbage power rivalries. It is in the page number 6 and it deals with international relations, which is in the GS paper 2. Let's move to the explanation of this article is that the post-Cold War period of relative peace and stability in Europe. Europe is a continent guys, the anchored and in liberal internationalism. It was an aberration rather than a norm in the continent's long history of conflicts, and what makes the latest round of great power rivalry more dangerous is that there are nuclear weapons on both sides. The conflicts mean the war. Let's move to the fourth article of the Hindu, that is building peace and prosperity with a strong BRICS. BRICS are the country. B stands for Brazil, R stands for Russia, I stands for India, C stands for China and S stands for South Africa. It is in the page number 6. It deals with the GS paper 2 international relations. Explanation of this article. Chinese spokesperson says that since China took over the BRICS chairmanship at the beginning of this year, we have worked together with the BRICS partners to the press ahead with the cooperation in political security, economy and finance, people-to-people exchanges, public health and other realms. More than 50 important events have been held, contribution to significant progress in various cooperation fields in presence of BRICS. Let's move to the fifth article of the Hindu is China's inevitable global dominance. It is in the page number 7, which deals with GS paper 2 international relations. Explanation of this article. India and China were roughly at the same economic level in 1978 with the similar GDP and per capita income. Guys, here GDP stands for gross domestic product. Though China began to grow much faster than that after, the gap between two countries was not very significant even a decade later. Guys, when the Indian Prime Minister Mr. Rajiv Gandhi paid a historic visit to Beijing in December 1988. Remember guys, this year 1988. It was possible for Deng Xiaoping. Deng Xiaoping is a name from the China to declare that there could not be an Asian country without India and China growing together and playing resurgent role. Resurgent role, it means important role. The surge in India's GDP growth as a result of its own economic reform and liberalization policies adopted in early 1990s expanded India's political and economic profile. Here guys, GDP, as I told you, that gross domestic product. Guys, let's move to the sixth article of the Hindu, is that deepening strategic commitment. It is related to the IR, it means international relations, which deals with GS paper 2. It is in the page number 7. Explanation of this article is that the Quads, the US, United States of America, India, Japan and Australia held its second in-person leaders summit in Tokyo on May 24. May 24. Let's remember guys this date. Tokyo on May 24. It has emerged stronger and clearer in its strategy and goals for the security and prosperity of Indo-Pacific. And the next, the efforts by Quad countries are the United States of America, India, Japan and Australia guys, should be viewed not only to the prism of the summit, from the prism of the summit, but also from the wider context of international level and the continuing process of consolidation of the bilateral relation within especially United States of America, India ties. Let's move to the seventh article of the Hindu, that is reservation in public employment. It is related to the polity which deals with the GS paper 2. It is in the fundamental rights. It is in the page number 8. Explanation of this article is that the reservation relies on the symbiotic coexistence of constitutionally guaranteed equality of opportunity in public employment under Article 16(1) of Constitution of India. It is settled law that there is no fundamental right to reservation or promotion under Article 16(4) or Article 16(4)(a) of Indian Constitution. Rather, they are enabling provisions for providing reservation if the circumstances so warrant. Let's move to the 8th topic, which is related to the 5th generation, that is the 5G under the hood. It is in the page number 9, which deals with GS paper 2 technology. Explanation of this article is that 5G represents the allocation of new spectrum to the increased capacity. Since the most of this spectrum at lower frequencies is already being utilized, much of this new spectrum is being allocated at higher frequencies. Since much of the 5G infrastructure is being built from ground up, there is a chance to redesign the technology to make more suitable for evolving communication needs of the future. As the 5G rolls out guys, over the next several years, the volume of data is expected to exponentially increase. To ensure that there is not a corresponding increase, guys here, no, please note down. To ensure that there is not a corresponding increase in the energy uses. As I told you that as the 5G rolls out over next several years, volume of data expected to exponentially increase. But here, to ensure that there is not a corresponding increase in the energy uses. So guys, the 5G places a lot of importance on the energy efficiency. Guys, let's move to the last topic but not the least, that is UAE becomes India's biggest trading partner at a 119 billions. It is in the page number 12, which deals with GS paper 3. It is in the economy part. Explanation of this article, that United States of America suppressed China to become the India's top trading partner in the 2021-22. Reflection of strengthening economic ties between two countries. According to the data with the Commerce Ministry, and the bilateral trade between US, United States of America and India stood at 119.42 billion in 2021-22 as against 80.5 billion in 2020 and 21. Export to the US, United States of America, increased to 76.11 billion, 0.11 billion in 2021-22 from the 51.62 billion in the previous fiscal year, while imports rose to 43.31 billion from the about 29 billion. Thank you guys for being such a part in that, and thank you for being with me, and let's crack UPSC CSE together. Thank you very much.